Well, hello. How are you? My babies, my babies. Yeah, you know who y'all are. I love each and every one of y'all. Every one of y'all, okay? So let me do what I do, especially since it's the full moon. And I'm gonna light me, oops. Well, fine, that's fine. I'll just light me a red candle. Except this red candle is for love. Love of health, love of spirit, love of somebody. Starting with you. Yourself. Yes, yourself, okay? So I got my beautiful red candle here. I'm going to write on it like I always do after I spin my candle around to twirl the, that thing. I'm going to write on my candle a little something something. Oops. It's easier to write on a candle it with something pointy and round. Not an X-Acto knife, but hey. um, oops. Okay. So I wrote on my candle, and you know, dear heart, I, just like a lot of other mothers, never lied to you and said it was ever gonna be easy. Nobody ever said this journey was supposed to be, gonna be, might be easy, okay? There. Okay, now that I blew that out for some crazy reason, I'll just put you right there so you don't burn nothing down. No matter what the age, it's never easy, honey. That's why you really have to be careful when you tell somebody, A, I want you in my life, or B, I love you. Okay? Very careful with your words. Because your words, quite often, like your emotions, can't be taken back. So when you say, well, you said you were going to do thus and so, and we stop and we think, and we say, yeah, I did say that when I thought that was going to happen, or when I thought this was going to happen. But at the time that your sweetheart, whoever, is frustrated and not thinking clearly, hearing you say, well, that really was my intent. You know, I'm just going to move my candle over here out the way and let it burn, let it burn. Because then it's harder to hear you. It's harder to get the person you just said I love you to, or maybe not, to believe you when you said, I meant that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it. You couldn't help that there was an accident on the highway and traffic was backed up for 10 miles, so that's why you didn't get home for your anniversary dinner or whatever. You know, it wasn't intended to hurt the other person, but yet the other person got their feelings hurt. You know, these things just happen. So, yeah, it's kind of in the case you say, well, you know, I'm not going to believe you, or, you know, I don't have faith in you. No, don't do that. Don't do that. And I hope a lot of you out there listening to this don't do that. That never pays, because then you feel bad for feeling bad and you said something you can't take back, and you know, and you can't take that stuff back. It already came out from your brain to your lips before it hit the ears to hear how stupid you sound. Well, I'm just gonna da 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 da. Like, why you say that? Why you say it like that, and why you say that in that type of voice? You know. But yet we're human. We always make some little error in judgment. Okay. And this is why a lot of the time I'm not perfect. I was often the one who was very forgiving in the fact that I know when you're upset, you tend to say not nice things. Not very nice. Okay, so I know not to take it to heart, as it were. I'm not going to take it to heart. I know you're upset. I'm just going to let you get through it. I am. Am I back now? Oh my goodness. But you know, honey, when we give that energy fuel, it just gets bigger, right? Adding fuel to the flame. And that's never a wise thing either. So that's why I always try to remember, you know, the other person has a right to be frustrated. You don't have the right to cuss me out, because I'll never give you a reason to do that. I just won't. And I'm not saying don't cuss at me, because I can use you as a sounding board, as it were, but I'm not cussing at you. But I might be saying cuss words. Okay, so the more they're frustrated, the less I usually try and talk, because then I want you to feel heard. I want you to feel like your feelings matter, just the same way I want to feel when I'm venting. And, you know, thank God for sisters, because they are good for venting and listening, you know. So when one of you is in a really not healthy mind state, the other one could just listen, because both of you arguing at each other isn't going to do a darn bit of good. Not none. So it's just food for thought, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 6. What the heck? And then, too, think of it this way. Wouldn't you rather just be silent? Because something you could say sparks that person. What did you say? Why did you say it like that? And you said, all I said was, do you want me to get you a soda? Does it look like I want a soda right now? Yeah. Your mouth looked kind of dry. You know, but you're not going to say that, because then that would be egging them on, as it were. Okay? So, I don't know how you want to handle that, but I just stay quiet. That's it. Well, you already know. When I get upset, I shut down. I'm not here to argue with you. I don't have the desire to, oh, look what I did to you, and oh, I hurt you, and oh, I'm gonna do this to you to get back at you. And I'm just not that type of person. I'll just leave your fucking ass alone. I'm not wasting my energy on nothing. And when you're frustrated, upset, you can't see the light of day, because all you're seeing is red. Because, I don't know, you're upset because, you know, the mate did this or that. when we both know you already said I love you, so that has to mean something. And generally that means you have a little stick-to-itiveness, okay? Because I don't usher those words easily. Friend or foe or associate or, Facebook pal or anything. I just don't. I'm not ever going to lie to you that much. And to me, that's a really whopper snopper of a lie. If I'm going to sit here and say I love you just to get something from you, I could get whatever I need myself. You know? Is that the same as saying I don't need a man? No, I'm not stupid. At sometimes, some points I do. And a lot of points I don't. But that's neither here nor there. So the reason why I say remember love a lot of the time is because we all need to really just take a step back and say, okay, well, I'm not going to fight with you about this, and I'm not blaming you for how I feel. I'm just letting you know this is how I feel about XYZ, thing. And, oh, okay, cool. So it's not me. You're mad at the job because your boss didn't give you that raise. Okay, cool. All right, well, we could sit down and you can talk and I'll have my mojito and I'll just be a good listener then. How's that? But you don't have to yell at me. There's never just cause for yelling. Oof. I divorced my second husband for that. I do not like raising my voice, and you will not raise your voice and call me out my name. So I just want you to remember love, because you know what? If you're heated, they're heated, you go back and forth, and you forgot what you fought about anyway, because generally after a nice heated argument, you have great sex and you make up. So why don't we just skip the argument point and just have great sex? For those of us that have sex, and for those of us that don't, go and hug and kiss all people all over your Facebook friends list. That's what I do. When I'm in need of a hug or kiss, I just go to everybody on my friends list. That's almost 3,000, I think. And I just say, hugs, I love you, hugs, I love you, hugs, I love you. And then they want to start a conversation. No, this is not the time to start a conversation, boo-boo. I'm just giving love because I needed to get some love. And I'm not going to sit around and wait for nobody. So I may as well give what I want, right? And I'm starting with my friends list. I don't know you, haven't talked to you in a minute, whatever the situation may be. I am just loving on, oops, where's my other glasses? Everybody, because I want to. If you don't want a hug and a kiss and I love you, get the hell off my friends list, because I'm going to give it to you eventually. I try to get to my whole friends list every other month. Yes, I really, really do. I really do. Why not? I have a lot of love to give. And whoever gets it is going to be the luckiest person in the world. Let me tell you that, okay? Yes. Let me tell you that. And also, we have to remember that, well, I know you remember, honey, that there's a lesson in everything. You got to figure out what the lesson is and just either choose to do it. Am I going to get kicked off again? Or not? I might. Or not choose to do it. It's a choice. Make a choice. That's it. Whatever choice you choose is going to be good either way if you choose to look at it that way. I choose to look at it that way because I don't think there's any really bad situation. I had a little scare today. I got over it. I adjusted my crown, put it back on. It was no longer lopsided. I know you know what I mean, honey buns. So after I had a nice little chat with a friend, I'm like, okay, I got this. I got this. Went and to my meeting and came out fine. And I'm like, I knew it wasn't going to be that bad. And he's all, you're right. You're right. I said, yeah, I'm just joking. I was a little concerned. And it's over and life goes on, right? So why can't we just let life go on all the time? All the time, not just some of the time. You know, if I'm upset, I'll be, can I talk to you? And I tend to be like my mother and I lower my voice when I'm upset because, I'm not here to get. So that's why, again, I try really hard on days that I can to spread as much love and warmth and cheer and all that other shit as possible, you know? And keep on pushing, honey. But you fighting with her and he's fighting with him and Susie Joe is fighting with you and all that mess, nothing ever gets solved like that. Nothing. And then you got, oh well, I thought you meant such as, no. And then you got the, okay, honey, well, I'm sorry. And then everybody's buying flowers and stuff, which is nice, but you could buy flowers just 'cause I love you. You could buy flowers just 'cause, you know? And you could buy a nice little mug tea set thing and give that to your sweetheart or whatever. But just being mean back because somebody was mean to you, that's like some idiot calling you the N word and, then you shoot their face off. No. I might report you to the police for brutality or something, but no, not gonna go there. Not gonna take it there, I remain peaceful, get my point across, and let you go. And cleaning out your friends list is great as long as you don't make a big to do about it. I'm cleaning out my friends list. Well, you didn't make the announcement that you were on Facebook. Why you keep making the announcement you're cleaning out your friends list and you're doing this and you're doing that? Just do it. No announcement needed. Same with your sweetheart. No announcement needed. Not, well, I'm going to get back at you by telling you I was going to take you on vacation, but now I changed my mind because you were mean to me. No, boo-boo. No, 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 no. That's not love, and that's what we're supposed to be giving each other, love. And if you can't do that, then it's best maybe you just went separate ways. And I know that's just as challenging because we say, oh, I love him. I don't want to leave. I love her. Well, yeah, but she's living off of you because you don't want her to, you know, be around Bob. And, Bob hangs out at the pizza parlor. And, well, that's where she wants to work. And, no. No, 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 because I love you also means I trust you. I trust your judgment that you're going to do the right thing for us all the time. Not just when we're having great makeup sex. Or not just when you're in a good mood, you're going to do right by us. No matter how many us's is in the picture, all the time. Not just sometimes, all the time. Good judgment is used all the time, okay? So there you are, my dear. There you have it. There it be. Just do the right thing on your behalf all the time. Because what did Dana say the other day? You're not going to go to God for me. People like, well, you have to do this and you have to do that for the Lord. You ain't the Lord, so why are we having this discussion? And when I do meet the Lord, the only thing that matters is, our conversation to each other. Just like with your sweetheart. I'm not talking to your sweetheart for you. I'm not telling him what a good person you are or aren't as my daughter or my son or my dog or cat or anything. You get to, convince the person of that you love on your own esteem. You're a big boy, big girl. You can do that very well. That's why I keep my nose out of people's business. I mean, if we're having a conversation, did you try this? Did you try that? Don't forget to remember why you fell in love. That is so important because as soon as we get in an argument, that's always the first thing that seems to leave the picture. Why you fell in love to begin with. What was it in that person that you admired then, but you're pissed off now and you forgot? You forgot why you fell in love with that person. Yeah, so remember love, you know? And I honestly, I'm not just being bragocious. I always, in all of my relationships, have been the one to keep the romance alive. Because I wasn't raised to raise my voice. I wasn't raised to, fight because somebody else was temporarily emotionally unbalanced. Because you saw me with, Jerry, you want to get mad? Why don't you just ask me what me and Jerry were doing? I'll tell you, I was putting a splint on his finger because when he opened the lockbox, it snapped back and damn near took his thumb off. So I'm putting a splint on it. Oh, and then it's, oh, why couldn't you just, what happened to Jerry? Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice, honey. You put a splint on his thumb. Okay. To keep it from falling off. Oh, okay. You see? But sometimes humans, just never remember. You don't have to be, what you doing? Why you do that? And why you talking to him? Why you talking to her? Do you know her? Don't make me go up to her and punch her in the face. I'm not making you do anything. I really love it. People say, well, you made me feel. No, I can't make you feel anything. It's up to you to feel or not to feel. You know? That's why in my past, boyfriends are always, well, you made me feel jealous because I saw you with John and I didn't make you feel anything. You know? So just remind yourself of why you fell in love to begin with. And remember, when you said I love you, that meant through thick or through thin. Unless the lesson is over, and then you have to be able to see when the lesson is over. And stop and go on to the next better thing. Maybe this isn't as good for you as you thought it was. And I understand we all have, hardships, as it were. As it were. I don't really like that word, but you know what I mean. And you know what I mean. So, when you remember love, remember firstly why you love yourself. Why am I in this lesson? What am I learning from this lesson, And I had to even ask myself that after I experienced abuse, And I said, I know why I learned this lesson. I learned this lesson so I could say no and leave quicker. So I did. Got married, didn't feel that situation was right, so I left quick. I'm not sticking around to say, oh, maybe he'll change. Maybe, fuck that. Bye. Because you can get better without me. And then, later we could get back together or whatever. If that were the case. But I believe I left you for a reason. Ain't no going back. We can stay friends. I'm friends with all my exes. Every single one. Okay? So remember that first day you met. Remember what was it about that person that just said, oof. And that tingle runs up your spine. And you say, yeah, this is the one. Because then you have to remember a lot of people, leave their houses, leave their children, leave their jobs, leave their stuff for the sake of love. Just like a lot of wars were started for the sake of love. And blamed it on Jesus and blamed it on this and blamed it on God. So really remember why you said I love you. And that is really, really big to me because I remember my brother when he told me this. After you say I love you, everything changes. Like sex changes everything. Yes, it does. That's just not in movies. After you say I love you, that comes with a responsibility. And it's not signing your name on a piece of paper. I don't believe in that mess no more. Well, I never did, but the two husbands did. As soon as you say, I want you in my life, that whole energy changes. I hope you stick around for a few thousand years, or that whole energy changes right then. With the thought, the deed is done. Remember that. With the thought, the deed is done. So, you can't just necessarily not take blame for your own actions when you say, well, I love you, but, well, why did you do da-da-da, and you didn't take the trash out, and you didn't da-da-da. Oh, please. I'm so not the one. I'm so not the one. And I might have been petty. But boyfriend comes home because I don't think I yelled then. Did what I do. Tossed it back. Sick. Got in the car and drove off. He wanted to jump on top of the car. I rolled right over his ass and kept going to Mama's house. You know, you might not be able to support, what am I, 200 and some odd pounds. But you just need a little support. And I give you a little support, and we support each other. One does never do more than the other. Under any circumstance, unless somebody's in the hospital or something, that's different. Then I have to, you know, cook, clean, empty the trash, and, pay bills, go to work, come home, make a little, peanut butter jelly sandwich, take it to you at the hospital, see how you doing, how your meds are, if you went poop today. All that good stuff has to stay in balance. So until I bring you up, I got to do the work. That's to be expected. That's what comes along with I love you. I want you. No, I didn't say I need you. I said I want you. We'll leave it at that. So just remember why you fell in love, why you chose that person to fall in love with, and all that bullshit about you complete me. No, that's for shit. You don't complete nothing. You might completely read a book, you know. I complete myself. You're an enhancement to me, and I'm an enhancement to you. So all that end all be all shit is for the fucking birds, you know. All that movie bullshit. I'm here to support you as best I can. And one of us, I mean, both of us can't be down at the same time. One has to always be able to pull the other one back up again. Babe, you fell off kilter there for a minute. So, okay, let's readjust. Okay, let me readjust your crown, king. Okay, queen, let me readjust your crown. Okay, our crowns are on straight. We can get on with life again, okay? And, all that petty bullshit. Well, I saw you looking at this, and I saw you. No. Ain't no time for that. You gotta be too busy praying for the world, praying for yourself, praying for your jobs, keeping yourself protected and grounded, keeping the mate protected and grounded. Because it's really easy for any little thing in our humanness to throw us off kilter, off balance. You got to be able to keep each other in balance all the time. That's why you have a mate. Not for sex, not for money, not for, well, some people do. I know that exists, but that's not the intention I have for this video. I already did a bit about that. Yeah, I did. There's different circumstances for everyone, and I'm not saying mine is yours and yours is mine. No, my circumstance is going to be I support my king in all of his fucked upness. You're human. We have skin. We fuck up all the time. That's why you have a big heart, so you can forgive and keep it pushing, boo boo. You just keep it pushing, though it is polite sometimes to apologize for bad behavior. However, I'm not going to hold that against you because you had a bad day and it was hot and you were hungry, because y'all know how I get when I get hungry, right? It's not pretty. So, I will forewarn you, honey, I'm really hungry. I might be a little grumpy. Okay, dear. And when I get in, you could have me, a sandwich or a salad or something waiting. And then we can have our bottle of wine and sit by the fireplace, and you'll tell me all about your day and I'll tell you all about my day. And life goes on. Ah, it's so funny after you have, a few relationships under your belt and you look back at the other ones and you remind yourself of all those fun times. And they're funny as hell then, but as soon right when you got out that relationship, it wasn't funny at all. Okay? But now they're funny and you can laugh at them. Hi, honey. And rejoice in the fact that you learned this lesson, and next time you know how to do it better, and next time you know how to do that better, and next time you know how to really ask for what you want, not just what you need. You're able to ask for what you want. You want to have sex this way? Okay. You want to have sex that way? Okay. You want to have it on Sunday morning? No, I go to mass on Sunday morning. Okay, well, we'll have it Sunday afternoon then. Okay, cool. You just keep going and you get what you want, and you get what you want because then you're able to sit down face to face and say, well, I'm really not happy with the fact that you just keep buying carrots and I can't stand carrots. So you eat all the carrots. I'm going to go out now and buy a bunch of broccoli. I like broccoli. Okay. You like broccoli? I'll remember that to put broccoli on the shopping list, dear. And we just got to hammer it out and work it out. Because I'm not telling you I want you in my life, and then tomorrow I'm going to be like, oh, well, the world is fucked up and it's all gray, and then, so, I'm just going to do XYZ. And you be like, last week we were, okay, I'll see you later. Yeah. Because if they want to go, let them. You don't, but we have this and we have that, and now we have this bill in common, and but you said you love me. And they'll say it to somebody else, just like you will too, one day. Maybe. you know I'm not saying that you will. I am saying you might want to welcome and embrace change, because the only thing that's constant is change. You could change the way you change things. And just be happy that you have lived this experience to carry you to the next one. Remember love. Remember love, because I got to tell you, I remember why I said I love you to all 7 of them and 2 husbands. And nothing about that has changed. I still love them for the reasons why I originally loved them. They were great men. They were great men at the time. Because at the time, they were great men for me. Now they're not. Now they're great men for somebody else, I suppose. I don't know. I don't pay attention to who's single and who's not. I just talk to them when they call, and they answer when I call, and girlfriends don't mind, and life goes on, you know? So I will always tell you, my dear one, to remember love, because you have to remember what your soul's purpose is for being, you know? Otherwise, you're getting just as fucked up as the other person, because maybe they weren't, maybe their mama didn't raise them in spiritualism. Maybe their mama raised them to be Catholic, and Catholics stick together. There's no such thing as divorce. My philosophy is that's why God put erasers on pencils. He said, oops. Okay, so we'll just erase that. We learned the lesson. I'm not saying forget the lesson. You know, it's like I'm not saying don't forgive. Nobody really said to forget. We can't forget. It's already in our blood cells, okay? So we're not forgetting anything. Hopefully we're just learning the lesson of how to do it better and different next time. If there is a next time. Now, of course, there's free will. You can choose to stay in a abusive relationship if you want to. I opted out. Yes, I opted out fast. Left. Called in sick, packed my shit, and moved. Yes. I like breathing. Yeah. So, I am not the end all be all of anything but Tasha for Tasha. You have to figure out what works for you and then find peace in that. And find peace in not being argumentative, because that really rarely ever gets anything solved. You know, find peace in being able to just say, can we sit down? You know, it's been a long day. Can we sit down and discuss this? You want a glass of wine? You see, and then I now see why Mama did that on so many levels. You know, she would always lower her voice and she would say, Tasha. And it doesn't matter in a 5-room bedroom house where you are. Yes, ma'am. I'm coming. And you hustle your ass into her bedroom. Yes, ma'am. Now, didn't I ask you to clean your room? Yes, ma'am. Did you clean your room? It doesn't look clean. My mama was like a damn Navy freaking SEAL. If the quarter bounced on the bed or didn't bounce, I forget. You stripped the bed and did it all over again. She turned the drawers upside down on the bed so you could clean your drawers like how she wants them clean. See, you're a child. You don't know how good clean should be yet until I thrash it and take it apart and you learn how to fix it. Anyway, so, you know, we could just be more patient with each other and loving of each other. And remember, the other one is only human too. You have the right to be upset because your boss didn't give you the raise or because, you know, somebody upset your apple cart. That's okay. But when you go home to the mate would be the one not to yell at anyway. If you need to yell, perhaps call a, you know, good friend and vent a little frustration on them before you go home to the mate. You know, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Don't make me pick up a pot because I'll hit you to protect myself, you know, or something. Because we know, we've seen that neighbor that's always fighting with his or her boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you know. I'm sure lots of us have had those types of neighbors, you know. And I don't want you being that type of neighbor, sweetheart. No. Not that you would. I know you wouldn't, but I'm saying that for your, not only your benefit, but for other people's benefit as well. Uh, and you know, as a mother, I want you to let peace be still, because you know your greater purpose for being on this planet. I don't know if the mate does or doesn't. That's none of my business. I just don't want you raising your voice, getting out of control under any circumstance. Any circumstance. I want you to find peace within yourself just to be quiet. Just be quiet. You know, and my boyfriends always hated it, and the girlfriends too, when I was quiet because they knew what that meant. Maybe I should just go. She might just, yeah, she might just leave me. Yeah. Uh-huh. You should probably go too, if that's the case. If that's what you think, maybe you should hear your own warning. Because I'm serious. If you want to get mad at me and yell at me, see you, bye. Ain't nothing but a word. Okay? For real. I have left for less. I don't do that yelling stuff. There's just no need for that energy. So I would never give you, any man or woman, yell at me. I never have. I never will. I just know that you're going to get back whatever you give out. So if you give out, I don't give a fuck energy, that's exactly what you're going to get. And it'll be starting with me. Because I don't have a problem knowing that I'm good enough to be treated with great dignity. I am a queen, whether I have a king or not. I am a queen. And if you temporarily forget that, I'll be the first one to remind you. Yes, I will. Yes. Yes. Nicely. Nicely. I'm not going to be like, hey, bitch, you know, you don't, you know, no. Ain't no neck twirling and finger popping. I'll just say, I'll be back. And I leave. That's it. You calm down. I'm not upset, so I'm gonna go get me an ice cream. You want something from the liquor store? Okay, I'll get you a soda, and I'm gonna go get me some ice cream. Okay, I'll be back. Take a nice cool shower, cool off. I'll be back. Oh, you want a beer? Okay, I'll get you a beer. Okay, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I know King Cobra. Okay, okay. And when you come back from the store, and they come out the shower, cool, calm, and collected, and babe, okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Oh, there's never, I'm, and I'm not even sorry, there's never any reason for you to yell at me. Because we all know the first thing that's going to happen is I'll probably suck your dick, then you be happy, and then you be la la happy camper all over again. You know? For real, for real. I would rather be making love than fighting with you any day. Or having a deep discussion over something we already discussed. I don't like repeating myself, and I promise you I'm going to try to never make you repeat yourself just because I hate repeating myself. I don't want to do to you what I don't like done to me. You know? That's silly. So you told me you don't like carrots? I'll buy peas. I don't eat peas, so when you go shopping, you buy me broccoli. I love broccoli. Okay? Yes, I do. I like cauliflower more, but hey, if you remember, wait, what do we call it at our house? We call it uh, green cauliflower and white cauliflower. Or no, we have green broccoli and white broccoli. Yeah, that's what we call it. We're old. We're comical. What the hell? So just remember, love. It's really just as easy. It really is. You know, I can't talk right now because I need to cool off and hang up or leave or whatever. Go for a walk. Cool off. You come home. Okay, see, what had happened was, honey, Mrs. Brown, and she just really pissed me off. But she went and told the boss, da 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 da, and then I was, got called in the boss's office, and he said, well, you were late again from lunch, and da 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 da, and oh, honey, I'm sorry too, and you have great sex. So just cut to the chase and just have great sex, you know. It's a choice. It's a choice, because I could hear people saying now, they told me all my dang life. Like how a lot of black men have told me all my life, you can't be real. It's impossible to be happy all the time. No, it's not impossible. It's a choice. Happiness is decided ahead of time, and I just decide I'm going to be happy with you or without you. You can join the party or not, because I am the life of the party, believe it or not. You know, ups and downs, I'm still here, and I'm still going to be the freaking life of the party. Yes, I am. Let me see what I did here. Hang on. Okay, I see what I did. Back to what we were saying. Uh, so yeah, even friends, just friends. Just friend. Well, you said you were gonna loan me $50 and da 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 da, and you didn't. Or you said you were gonna pay me back and you didn't. First of all, unlike all these fucking court cases, if you don't have the money to give, you shouldn't agree to loan it. If I don't have the money to give you, I'm not gonna loan it. Just like the one person, two people I do borrow money from time to time. I promise you, if I can't give you something back, including the money, I won't ask you. I won't ask you. It's not like a interest thing. It's a thank you. I'm blessed to know you thing. You know, it's a I'm blessed to know you kind of thing. I'm blessed to have you in my life. And trust me, there's not enough money that you can return for that. Because we all know trust is invaluable. But anyway, let me shut up. Remember, love, and remember, when you get heated, sometimes we don't think clearly. Men or women. Don't give me that women do this more, men do that more shit. We're humans. We all do it, period. So remember your purpose. Remember why you fell in love. Remember, remember, remember. And then just sit down and fucking talk about it. It doesn't. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. None of us are. If we were perfect, I'd be skinny. And no, I'm kidding. I'd be more slender. And I love me the way I am. Yes, I really do. 270 pounds and all, because I'm beautiful. I'm a beautiful soul, just like you're a beautiful soul. I'm a beautiful rapping and beautiful everything else. For real, for real. Okay? So, I did that right. Okay. Wouldn't it be easier just to remember love instead of jealousy and petty and greed? And that's going to just help you attract mates that are petty and jealous and greedy and all that other crap. If you guys want to be Bonnie and Clyde, have at it. Do not introduce yourself to me. I don't have time for that mess. I want to have a good life with a good man, a good woman, you know, maybe be a big sister to some kids, go be a granddaughter, enjoying and having a good life. Because let me tell you guys, come November, no, come January, this scene will not be here no more. I'll tell you about that in the next video, though. I'm trying to stay on topic as I get older. Yeah, right. Just remember, love. Just remember why you said you wanted me as a friend, a sister, a brother, a lover, a mate, a crutch, whatever, you know? And then remember to treat others how you treated, really. And if you're not treating me how I want to be treated, happy to let you go. I can do bad with myself. I can do bad with you. I'd rather be by myself, though, because I don't want to, feel like I'm dragging anybody down, you know? I don't. And if I am not what you need, feel free to leave. No hard feelings. Not one, boo-boo. Not one. Just like I tell the men that I like in my life and hope that they're there for a while, if you find somebody better for you than me, there's the door. And I don't mean that in a sarcastic way. I mean it seriously. Because if something else makes you happy, you should be happy. You don't stick around. Oh, Tasha's going to be upset. And, oh, fuck that. Bye. See ya. Love ya. Peace. And go have a happy life. You know? And the boyfriend that did that, we're still friends. We're still friends. He's there. I'm here. We talk. And anyway, let me not tell somebody else's business. We're friends. So, why do you love the people that are in your immediate energy? Make a list. Why I love them because they're teaching me what about myself? Because really that's all it boils down to, you know. That's why we get married. That's why we fall in love. That's why we have any and everybody in our life that we have. They're teaching us something about their self. And that's why occasionally on Facebook you'll see me thank the good men in my life, the good women in my life. And I'm so, so grateful for them because I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not the easiest person to get along with in the world. Message me and you already know that. Because I'm like, if you don't greet me, if you don't say good morning, you just drop a video or you just, and well, this is primarily for people who I don't know. Because, there's a lot of people on Facebook or whatever other society group, whatever, that just drop stuff because it's their latest album and they want you to hear it. So you just drop your latest link to your latest video. And I'm going to be like, good morning. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Being sarcastic. Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning. Miss Harris, how are you? I'm fine. I just told you I was fine. I know. I'm sorry. I forget my manners. I said, let me remind you. I am your senior. Say hello, at least. Would you listen to this, please? Miss Harris? Okay, thank you. I saw your last video. You were funny, Miss Harris. You're always funny in your videos. Something. You don't just be rude and drop a link because you sent the damn link to 50 people. When you send the link to 50 people, there's a place up there that says, "Hello, I'm Tasha. I make jewelry. Would you please look at my listing? If there's anything you need, let me know." Not just drop a link. I think that's so rude. That's like coming in somebody's back door and you don't come in my back door, honey. If I don't know you like that, you better duck. Because my frying pan will be ready to go upside your head if you just bust into my back door. Anyway, let me shut up and finish making this pendant. I love you guys. And really, please, please try to remember. Why do you love your mate? What was it about them that said, wow, I really like that? And yes, the couple of guys that I like now in my life, I know clearly and distinctly what it is about their spirit that I like. You know, I know exactly what it is. Well, I'm sure there's more lessons that are coming, but I know exactly what it is right now that I believe their spirit is trying to teach me about myself, you know. And that's really what it's about. You're here to teach me something about myself. What are you here to teach me? I don't know. Well, let's think about that. Let's chat about that. How about if we meet tomorrow after work at the such a bar, whatever, tea house, whatever, uh, Starbucks, and let's discuss that. Okay, let's. Okay, you know, and we just talk about it. So you believe in this, and you believe in this, and I believe in this, and you know, I'm old fashioned. I still believe men should open women's doors, and do some other manly things. Anyway, and you know, maybe you still learn some new things about each other. You know, seriously. Seriously, maybe you learn some new things about yourself by just making that little list. You know, this is what I love about my mate. And even if you don't have a mate yet, you can still write it down. It'll be just your positive affirmation. You know what I love about my mate? Uh, First of all, whoever my mate is, he will more than likely be tall. I like tall men. Yes, I am my father's daughter. My father was 6'4". I like looking up to men. Um, I like an old-fashioned man that's, you know, good with his hands. I like old-fashioned women that's good with their hands too. You know, because again, it's a spiritual thing. It's not an innie or outie thing. Okay. You know, if you don't believe in metaphysics, you might need to accept the fact that I believe in metaphysics. I'm gonna be talking to you all day and night about the spirits that are dropping messages in my head. If you can't handle that, you probably don't want to start dating me. Okay? That's my life. That's what it's about. Just like your life is about being a fisherman. I got to get used to funky fish smell every day when you come home. Okay, cool. Because I don't like you because you smell good all the time. I like you because you're a hard worker. You have goals. You have dreams. You have, those two aren't the same, by the way. You have things that you want to do for people, with people, you know? So forth and so on. So, what is the reason why you love your mate? Write that down clearly and specifically. And love yourself for it. And then love each and everything that you love about them yourself, like a little, you know, ritual to yourself, you know? Uh, and just, you know, feel good that you did your own little homework and you found out more today than yesterday about that person and what they like and what they don't like. Because, you know, it's like the Pina Colada song. He didn't even know she likes pina coladas or dancing in the rain or, you know, being naked on Sundays or whatever. And they were getting ready to split up. How could, really? You never know everything about a person. Granny and Grandpa been married 57 years. And she still tells me, I still don't know well, when they were alive. I still don't know everything about him. That's crazy. You never know everything about a person. You know? Do you hear that? Somebody over there is having a good old time. I need to go join them. I think I just might do that. What time? Is it time for ritual yet? I'm going to do ritual till midnight, you know. I like doing ritual at midnight. Oh, I got plenty of time. I love her laugh. It's so contagious. Anywho, yeah, so I have a while yet, so I gotta go finish getting set up outside because it's a nice night. So I'll be doing ritual outside. Oh, and it feels so good because I gotta tell you, I know most of you believe in spirits and stuff, and you know, just like just like human to human, human to spirit can be thankful as well. And I thank them for you being here with me. Your energy is here with me. No matter what time you watch this, if it's live or if it's tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next year, 5 years from now, this video is still going to be here. But they probably would have gotten something more technologically advanced. But, you know, we were supposed to be wearing spacesuits by now, right? So I really want to say thank you. I love you. I appreciate your energy being here with me. Thank you for having a good laugh with me. And thank you, thank you, thank you for being in my life for some reason that I don't even know about yet. Okay? So go love yourself. Answer the question. Answer the question in here if you like. And then go do something just for yourself. Just for yourself, okay? So, go be good to you. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to walk over there and see what she's laughing so hard about every couple of seconds. That is just absolutely contagious. I have to go see what they laughing about. You guys get out of here. Go have a nice full moon night. Take the one you love outside and talk about why you love each other and what you're going to do to improve yourself for yourself and then for the world. Okay? I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. She has such a laugh. I tell you. Okay, come on. Now I don't want to go off.